Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done a voiceover makeup tutorial, so let's dive right into this. So today I'm going to be starting out as per usual with my eyes, and I'm going to be using two Essence eyeshadow primers. I'm first putting on the one that's a little bit more liquid first, and then buffing that in with my fingertips. And then I'll be going in with the second one with a brush and just layering that on top. And the reason I use two eyeshadow primers is because I am incredibly creasy on my eyelids, and just one from any brand does not work for me. Next, we're going to be going in with Kat Von D's Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette, and I'm going to be taking Lazarus and Latest together and layering that through my crease with a buffing brush. I kind of wanted a mix of cool and warm tones, and I felt like mixing the two of them together was going to be a good option. And I really just buffed that through my crease and blend it out as much as possible. You can be kind of sloppy with this though. Next, I'm going to be going in with Succubus, which is a pale matte, well, they're all matte shades, to be honest, pale white cream shade, I guess you could say, and layer that all over my lid with a flat, stiff brush. I'm using the MAC 239 for this one. Next up, I'm going to be digging into the black shade, which is called Shacks, and I'm using that on a base shadow brush by Real Techniques, and I'm putting that in my outer corner, and as I am always apt to do, I'm going to be dragging that through my crease. I always tend to drag my outer corner color through my crease just because I've got hooded lids, and I really need to add some depth and dimension in that area, so I feel like dragging the outer corner color through the crease gives me that definition that I'm looking for. And the last shade I'll be using is Ludwin, and I'm just taking that on a MAC 275 brush and then blending that onto my brow bone. This helps to blend out the crease color as well as sort of even out my brow bone area. And of course, I've always got fallout because I am extremely heavy-handed with my eyeshadow, so I'm just using a little bit of Bioderma on a cotton round and cleaning that off of my face. Next up, the exciting part. I'm going to be using Suva Beauty's Hydroliner in the shade Scrunchy. I'm mixing a little bit of water into the pot and then using a very fine liner brush to draw that onto my lids. Now, you need to use water in order to activate this product. I've tried other things like Duraline and they do not work. It has to be water-based. So I'm going to be drawing a relatively thick line with this liner, and it's going to be slightly above where I would put a black line if I was just going to be doing a regular winged liner. And the reason for that is because I'm going to actually be putting another black liner below this in order to create a little bit more of an interesting wing. And here comes the black wing. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and I'm going to be just winging out a black line underneath the Suva Beauty Hydroliner. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because that bright neon liner, while it's quite pretty, it doesn't tend to stand out as much unless I put it next to a black. So put a little wing underneath the neon wing and you've got way more of an impactful look, and you'll also find it a lot easier to clean up your hydroliner if you're using a black wing underneath, because I feel like the precise point of the pen style liner works much better for cleaning up any edges that you may have. At this point, I always take a little bit of a break from the eyes and move on to the face. And for today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Shell Ivory. I'm just going to spackle that all over my face with the applicator and then blend it in with a damp Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. So I am not traditionally a powder person, but I am trying my darndest to use up this Hourglass ambient lighting powder in ethereal light. So I'm just going to take a big old brush and spread that all over my face. Since we are in the dead of winter, I'm going to be using one of my palest bronzers, which is the Body Shop's Honey Bronze, and I think the shade is like 01 Light Matte, and I'm just going to put that on the usual areas, which for me, this never changes. So I put it on my temples, the backs of my cheekbones, and then I drag that along my jawline just to try to blend it out together. For blush, I wanted something that was going to match my lips, which we haven't gotten to yet, but you will see later. And the one I had was MAC's Life's a Picnic, and it came with the Flamingo Park collection, which was out a few years ago, but just look for something that's sort of like a red pink. And this blush is very strong. I barely dabbed my brush into the pan, and then all of a sudden I've got like clown cheeks. So as you'll see me do, I'm just going back in with my foundation sponge and blending around the edges of the blush and on top of it as well, just to sort of like tame it down a little bit. For my highlighting today, I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Aurora, and I'm going to be swiping the shade Eclipse all over the high points of my cheekbones. Since my face is now done, I'm going to go back to my eyes and I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Pencil and just layer that all over my lower waterline. I'm being really messy at this point because I really just want to get the color applied heavily there, and then I'm going to be blending it out with a black shadow. Now I always put a Kleenex on my cheeks so that I'm not dusting shadow all over the place, and I'm going to take a pencil brush and smudge that pencil liner together with the shadow to make it deeper and darker. Sometimes I miss a little bit of that skin flap and I'll go back in with the pencil to really deepen it up and make sure that there's no real skin color showing through. I'm going to repeat that on the other side, and then we're done with the lower lash line. For mascara today, I'm going to be going in with Benefit's They're Real, and it's been a really long time since I've used this mascara, but I do really enjoy it. I really like how it combs through my lashes, and I'll be applying some false lashes off camera as well, and I can't remember what kind I used, but they're probably by House of Lashes. For my brows, I'm going to be using Inglaud's Brow Liner Gel in the shade 12, and I'll first just run a spoolie through my very sparse brows to get them going in the right direction, and then I'll be using the other side of the brush, this one's by Art Deco, to just layer on that brow color and make sure that I've got some sort of brow to speak of. The very last step of this entire look is, of course, my lips, and this matches perfectly with my liner. This is Too Faced Melted Candy, and it is one of my absolute favorite shades. And that's going to be it for this look. I really like the neon liner kind of matching with the lips. I think it's a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!